Quiet, you sleeping hound.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few
Quiet, you
dots.
sleeping.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat!
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
Hey!
That's
Call
an
off
easy
that
one.
mutt of
I
yours.
always win, because you
Heel.
always
What's all the
lose.
fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right,
Ha ha.
I'll see what I can get for you.
Very droll.
Well, who's
Seriously
that?
though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll a few, eh?
No. Hey?
How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? No, when.
Why do you think that?
See me, but then ask go.
Maybe in...
I will see.
Have you ever been...
No, but me if I must
Where did you get...
from the it was so I
I see you've got...
sure.
What do you want to...
Look, if
And if I win?
well, I
Sounds fair to me.
come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. Here. Damn it! Aye, that'll do. No, that's as far as I go. I can't be... Damn your eyes. Ah.
How about playing...
All right. I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. That's enough for me. Your turn. Aye, that'll do. Here. Oh, come on! Okay, that'll do. Damn! What's this? Mother of... Damn your eyes. You played well. Hey, Conrad. One little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game. One. And then you go and take my last grocery.
Hey, Oaks.
Really? Will you give it to?
What will you give me?
Well,
All right. And then,
yeah.
do you know why we're...
For some bit.
yeah, of course.
Not really very weenie. And the
We might eat...
piece, but the main.
To tell the truth, you think I'm...
Nothing.
You're a bit...
Well, this.
Do you know...
I live.
So you...
Not.
Ah.
No doubt. And besides.
How do you like it?
I'll tell.
And have you...
No, that's what. Besides, and
I'm a bit anxious.
we, but we've got hands. I know, clever.
That's right. I can't... And
Don't mate. Whenever they, yeah, I hope.
Heel. Here, Mutt.
Watch that tankard. You play dice with him. You'll live to pray.
Henry. Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh? Just
Well, that's...
and I must. Let's see if you. Well, if well, and how about you? So that
Just a bit of...
let keep. You've got a. Here's a practice. Have that ready.
This evening at least.
Jesus.
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take them. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Well, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly. Now, a longer sequence.
That got your panting, eh?
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good. That's the way. Good. Nice.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. Pretty good. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Nice. Good, Henry. My word. You're turning into a real master swordsman.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Ah! Oh,
That's how it's done.
nice, Henry. Ah! Nice work, Henry. Good riposte. I was too slow. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. Off to a good start. You haven't got a hope. Put up a fight at least. You haven't got a hope.
Go, fellas, go!
You haven't got a hope.
Now that's what I call swordplay.
Right on the head.
Come on!
You haven't got a hope.
Fuck her!
Put up a fight at least.
Go for it!
Put up a fight at least. And you've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that swordplay has given me quite an appetite. Let's get some grub.
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Rattay.
True. Only I won that time. Your bow, which came in very handy afterwards.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot,
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
I don't know. Nothing happened between us.
Nothing?
No.
I don't get it. A nice lass like that.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission. Then I came back.
At last someone with some sense who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords. And that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Well, that's because we trained with weapons. They're good in a skirmish, but sometimes it just comes to fists. And putting a fella half a head taller than you on his arse, especially when he thinks he's tough as nails. Ha! That's pure poetry.
True, true. Just make sure you're not the one getting knocked on his arse.
I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stop going on about the sword Ishvan Toth stole from you.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.